So for all of you guys, maybe male feminists, who think that women are really hard done by and they don't have enough privilege and power and, male support, there's an online pledge that you can sign to show them just how much you're willing to throw yourself under the bus for them. And I really do encourage you to go do it. Link in the low bar. And then let me know how that works out for you. Okay? Hey everybody, John the Other here, obviously. And 10 minutes ago, I discovered something online. I guess it's like one of these trending things on Tumblr, Facebook, and whatnot. It's a pledge page for guys, and I'm going to read you the pledge. It's located at iamthatgirl.com/guy pledge, and it's got a web form so that you put your first name and your last name in there, and then at the bottom you sign it with your email. And let me just read you what it says. It goes I, comma, and then space for your first name. So you would say I, John, last name Hembling. I, John Hembling. That's me, by the way. Am that guy. That guy. I promise to respect, support, and celebrate that girl. Capital T, that girl. I'll remind her of her worth when she forgets or has doubts. I'll support her dreams and listen to her struggles. I will speak up on her behalf, stand for her, encourage her, and inspire other guys to do the same. I am that girl, all in capitals, isn't just a girls' movement, it's a human movement. That's encouraging. And I'm proud to be a part of it. My sister, mother, wife, girlfriend, daughter, grandmother, aunt, niece is that girl, capital, all capitals, that girl. And I have her back. Girls, I have all of your backs. And then at the bottom there's an email form where you put your email and you click submit, or it says update info. So not only do you make this pledge, you also put yourself on somebody's spam list. Fantastic. Farther down the page there's another form for women to fill out, and because in the first form it said is I am that girl isn't just a women's movement, it's a human movement. That's good, encouraging news. So I'm expecting the bottom form lower on the page, which says I am that girl, it's for women to fill out. It's going to be something about them supporting and appreciating men. Let's read that. I, first name, last name, am that girl. I have a brilliant heart and a beautiful mind. I am me, a perfectly flawed, beautiful work in progress. I promise to lift other girls up. Lift other girls up, have their backs, and make it safe for them to be exactly who they are. I am on a mission to raise the standards for how we treat each other, how we treat ourselves, and how we treat the world. Every time I look in the mirror, I'll remind myself that I am not alone, that I am beautiful, that my voice matters, and that I am enough. And then an email for women. So not really a reciprocal thing there. It's not the guys are going to sign the thing supporting women and women are going to sign the thing supporting guys. No, they're just going to support themselves or each other. Interesting. Okay, let's go back to the top and reread the first one, the submission form. And this is a submission form for guys, and I will reread it with my interpretation of perhaps an improved wording. I, John Hembling, along with all other men, have been exhorted to respect, support, and celebrate an entire social class of people who, in almost all public discussion, despise me and belittle me based on my sex and sexuality. I am subtly a sub-person, apparently. I am the other. So, no, don't be ridiculous. Respect, when it is real, is earned. It is further demanded that I remind women of their worth when they forget or have doubts. Now, if you listening happen to be in this exalted social group, I have some doubts about your worth as well. But by all means do show me. Don't tell me no. Show me. I am additionally reminded to support her dreams and listen to her struggles. But after living through more than 4 decades of a public myth about how no matter what I do or say or think, I am bad, guilty, sexist, predatory, violent, creepy, and oppressive, now I am, along with other men, to be an on-call emotional Kleenex box. I can say with some conviction, to hell with her and her dreams and struggles, Dear special snowflake. How sad for her that she lives longer, has greater access to funded education, enjoys more public money spent on female issues, is less likely to be a victim of a criminal offense, is sentenced more lightly for her criminal offenses, and has a socially fabricated excuse for her female-perpetrated violence up to and including the murder of her own children. Too bad for her. Cry me a river. I will not speak up on her behalf. I will not stand up for her. I will not encourage her. But I will use all my persuasion and charisma to inspire other guys to follow my example. I Am That Girl isn't just a girls' movement. It's a movement which, besides erasing me from consideration as a fellow human being, also degrades women with a populist and fraudulent narrative of their supposed weakness and inferiority. That many, and possibly most women, may support this movement does not attest to its merit, but does demonstrate a degree of venal, narcissistic, and learned sociopathy that is so nakedly apparent to a casual observer that only an ever more shrill and aggressive public fraud can serve to distract from it. I'm proud to oppose this craven and nakedly manipulative fraud. Girls, I do not have your backs. And when you fall on your face, I will not help you up. Maybe you will grow from such experiences into a competent and civilized person. I won't be holding my breath. And what nobody seems to have the courage to say is that women as a class are unapologetic users of men as utilities and animal resources. When this is spoken of among women themselves, it is with pride. The helpless victim narrative is a tool in such manipulative enterprise. So if you do want a man's help with something, ask him very politely. But don't be too shocked if the answer you get is still no. And the disaffection and the rejection characterizing this short diatribe is what you, women, being the controllers of social narrative, have cultivated for yourselves. Now, the rest of this video is really going to be aimed at guys, young, blue pill, good guys, nice guys, I'll dare say it, feminist guys, who might think that signing or, putting your name and your email address into this little I Am That Guy pledge seems like a good idea. First of all, this entire narrative depends on a couple of falsehoods that you know are false. You guys, you know they're false. This, every woman is a victim, every man is a predator. You're the one good one, right? Like, most guys are bad, but you're good because you're going to go along with this and say, I pledge to support blah, blah, blah. First of all, this is dishonest. You're going along with the female or feminist narrative if you do this, but it's a willfully fraudulent narrative. It's fake. And you're going to, as a good guy, go along with a lie. Well, going along with a lie isn't what a good guy does. It's what a liar does. Even if it's a lie that serves women, right? And I'm not saying that it does, but let's just say that this is a woman-serving lie. Do you imagine that you're going to get respect from women who they know it's a lie, and they know that you know it's a lie, and you're going to go, I agree, I'm going to pledge support for you, downtrodden, helpless, pathetic women, I will stand up for you. What nonsense. What total nonsense. You're insulting yourself, you're agreeing that you're a member of a race of bad people, and only by some weird, conscious awakening based on feminist intervention, you're going to somehow shed your evil nature and be different from all those other bad guys. Don't insult yourself or your brothers. Number two, you're insulting women with this pretend that they're helpless and incompetent and retarded and fragile, and the slightest breath of wind is going to blow them over or blow them down the street. Fucking nonsense. But that narrative that you're supposed to agree with is to keep you in service. It's to extort your cooperation. But it's all bullshit, and everybody on all sides of this argument knows it's bullshit. Have more respect for yourself than that. You're not a member of a race of evildoers, and they're not a member of a race of helpless, pathetic, and incompetent cretins who cannot pull their pants on and get their shoes faced on the right way without the intervention of the great manly man. You, by buying into this, are demonstrating a kind of a crawling manipulation, sniveling, saccharine, suck up to me, I'm the good guy. Nobody buys it. They don't buy it, you don't buy it. And it won't get you respect. It'll just get you abused. So I recommend that you say no to this whole thing. And of course, to everybody, again, thanks for watching and have a lovely day. Okay, so here's the end notes for this video. One of the things that I think a lot of people are seeing is the beginnings of a backlash and a social turning of public opinion against social justice warriors and social justice warrior, public ethic. And I'm talking about the personal violence, the vitriol, the public temper tantrums, the screaming, the calls for censorship, and so on. All of which appeared to a lot of people to be completely uncivilized, violent, socially corrosive, antisocial, and psychopathic. But because social justice warriors are, in fact, victims of cult programming, and they're not necessarily innately evil people or mentally deranged, Community Organized Compassion and Kindness is putting together a program to help them, which we are calling Social Justice Warrior Compassionate Rehabilitation, Orientation, and Training Methodology, or SJWs. And this is going to incorporate a lot of different things, some of which will be to reteach social justice warriors the meanings of common words, which they appear not to understand, and why it matters that people you may be speaking to share your understandings of what common words mean. We also intend to teach some life skills, like the ability to deal with a differing opinion, differing from your own, without flying into a moralistic rage and attacking another person's career, personality, or destroying private property. And we hope to be able to retrain social justice warriors to understand that physical and cultural markers like skin pigment or politically conformist views are not, in fact, a divine signal that everyone else outside your own group must indulge your public temper tantrums as if you are a royal personage. So we'll have some content coming up that is based around the Social Justice Warrior Compassionate Rehabilitation, Orientation, and Training Methodology, or SJWs, which will be an appendage to Community Organized Compassion and Kindness, or COC. Thanks very much for listening, and have a lovely day.